You got a tattoo? Then you gotta have a story behind it. We're Tat-stories. We bring our viewers those stories. Baseball Guy and the Kahuna are out there grabbing ink tails for our viewers. Our first story comes from a new mom with baby ink. Our second features black sleeves that run for days. And our final is a talented Argentinian artist you're gonna love.
Baseball Guy here in San Diego, and I've got Allie. Allie, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. And you got some pretty awesome ink here. And we're going to first talk about this Emily Ryan. First off, who is Emily?
Emily is my brand new daughter.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
What was her birthday?
July 17th.
So she's a little itty bitty, and she's in a little stroller here. So got a chance to see the little cutie. What inspired you to get this tattoo, other than that she's just an amazing little girl?
Well, I got the sunflowers because it's my favorite flower, and my fiance, her dad, is from California, so I got California poppies, and yeah, so we just did a little shindig of different flowers.
Awesome. And then where did you get that tattoo done?
I got it done in Lion's Den in Lemon Grove.
Okay, and that's the part here in San Diego, so the Lion's Den. And then you've got another tattoo, you got a few other tattoos, but you got an awesome one here on your right shoulder that you got done in Japan. Tell me about that one.
While I was stationed in Japan, I wanted something to remember from Japan, so I went to a tattoo shop and said, hey, I want something original. So they came up with the dragon, and it came out great.
And how did you find the shop in Japan?
I was recommended by friends that have lots of tattoos.
And how long did you spend in Japan?
I was there for about 3 years.
And what branch of the service?
The United States Navy.
Thank you, Navy, for giving us Allie. And Allie, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
It looked beautiful, and thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your gorgeous little daughter. Oh my gosh, she's a cutie. Thank you so much. Baseball Guy's out. Baseball Guy here, and I've got Chris. Chris, you and your wife are out strolling today, and we want to thank you for taking some time out here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this awesome tattoo you've got on your right arm?
Okay, so this tattoo, I got this one in Japan. It's a half sleeve, so it just starts just above my elbow here and goes all the way down to my wrist.
And it's something you got in Japan. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the design of it?
So the design is a traditional Japanese dragon with the wind bars and the waves kind of in here. And I let the artist kind of, I told him my idea, and then I kind of let him come up with what he thought was cool, and I let him do it.
So now you and Allie both have dragons on your right arms. Which one's better?
Hers.
Good answer. Good answer. They're going to stay together for a long time. All right. Now, you've got something pretty awesome being done on your left arm, and it's obviously not done yet, but it's growing here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
All right, so I wanted to keep with the Japanese theme on my arms. I really enjoy that theme, and I like the style. So this one is kind of, it's some samurai masks on either side, and then there's a snake. You can kind of see it go all the way up to my shoulder with some lotus flowers, and it's keeping the same thing with the wind bars. I don't know, I'm going to go with, I like the black and gray style, so it'll be similar to the one that's on my right arm.
Mm-hmm. Allie's got a lot more color. You got a lot more the dark and the black. I'm really loving the black here at the bottom. Yeah. How long have you been working on this one so far?
I've had about 3 sessions that are about 3 hours apiece, so about 9 hours, 10 hours so far. So,
how much longer do you think you have to go?
Probably, hopefully 3. Hopefully 3 more.
3 more sessions, so you're about halfway through.
Yeah.
And are we going to see a lot more black coloring in there, or are we going to leave some of it kind of open? What do you think?
So we're going to do a lot of the black and gray, similar to the other one, and the only color is going to be the hibiscus flowers. So similar to the lightning that's on this right arm, it'll be blue. So I'm going to stick with the black and gray and then light blue.
And now, Chris, you've got a little Emily Rose over there. When is she or Emily Ryan? Sorry, I know an Emily Rose. When are you going to be allowing her to get her first tattoo?
Never.
There's a good protective dad for you right there.
Yeah.
Well, she's only a few months, so she's going to wait a long time before she starts complaining about wanting one. But at that point, who knows what we're going to have here. What do you think might be in your future? Any other tattoos after this one's done?
I have my two children's names, my other two. My oldest, Casey, is here, so I have her, and then my son, who's 10, I have him here, and I want to get one for Emily, so I just don't know. But yeah, I enjoy getting tattoos, so I'll probably keep going, yeah.
And Casey's 14, right?
She is 14, and she thinks she wants one, but I tell her they're kind of painful. They're not as easy as you think, so we'll see.
And Casey's actually helping us out a little bit on the film crew today. So awesome. It's kind of fun to have someone helping us out. And she's a cutie little girl herself, and she's laughing her up a storm right now. So thank you so much for helping us out. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Baseball Guys out.
Thanks.
Tat-stories here, and I've got Jacqueline. Jacqueline, how are you doing today?
Good, good.
Beautiful day here in San Diego, and what brings you out to the beach?
We're actually looking for our friend who's a fellow artist, but apparently he was here this morning selling prints and not right now.
Bummer. Well, his loss, our gain. We saw this amazing tattoo on your leg. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so my tattoo is actually still a work in progress. It's done by tattoo artist Delphine Noistoy. So she actually travels to the U.S., so I get to see her once a year. It's an Argentine folk saint, Difunta Corea. So it's the image of a mother who passed away in the desert looking for her husband, and the child has survived from breastfeeding.
Wow, amazing. How did you decide to do this particular story?
Yeah, so I'm actually an interdisciplinary artist, and all my work has to deal with being Argentine. So I was really interested in different folk saints and kind of that relationship of it not being recognized by the Catholic Church, and just that really complicated relationship with that. Since my family was actually excommunicated from the Catholic Church, I felt like it was a way for me to still kind of get that comfort from religion, but I've never felt like I really know enough about religion to actually put a religious image on my body. So by having one that was chosen by the people, it feels more like a representation of my culture and my beliefs, and something that everyday people can relate to.
Were you born in Argentina or born here in the U.S.?
Yeah, I was actually born here, but my parents are from Argentina.
Do you get down there to visit at all?
Yeah, I go about once a year, and all my art really deals heavily with the 60s and 70s of that time period.
Awesome. Well, I've been to South America for the first time in my life. This year I went to Peru and loved it. And Argentina's high on my list. Just amazing tattoo. What kind of feedback have you gotten from people that have seen you with the tattoo?
Yeah, well, I feel like dot realism isn't as common here in the U.S. It's definitely more of a bit of a European style. So that definitely, raises some questions about where it was done and things like that. Since my tattoo artist is French and lives in London. I get some comments of people recognizing my back tattoos and stuff off of Instagram, so that's been funny, of having people coming up and being like, oh, you're that one, and you're like, what are you talking about? Other than that, at first, before we had the mountain range behind it, I had some people asking if it was a portrait of me and my mother or things like that, which was really interesting. So really looking forward to finishing it up.
And how long has it been since you started this one?
Yeah, it's been 2 years. We always go in for a full day session of about 8 to 8.5 hours. So whenever we go, it's a full day of tattooing.
How much longer till it's done?
For this one, I think probably about 2 more sessions, and then we're going to be doing another saint, Gauchito Gil, on my other leg.
Oh, wow. So we're just going to go into perpetuity with this.
We're going full bodysuit.
Awesome. Well, we'll see if we can keep coming up with more saints. So if you guys know of any excommunicated saints from the Catholic Church, let us know, because we'd love to put them on your body.
Yeah, very cool.
Awesome. Thank you. Baseball Guy out.